Good morning, students. Is everyone okay? Yes. Let's begin to our today's class. First tell me what we have studied in our last class. What did we study about? We studied about how to determine the place value of digits in a decimal number, right? How to determine the place value of a number, of a decimal number, okay? The digits which are there in the decimal number, and then we also studied about how to arrange decimal numbers in the order of the sizes, right? In increasing order or in decreasing order. And then we also studied about how to find numbers between two given numbers, right? So in today's class we are going to study about multiplication and division of numbers of decimal numbers, multiplication and division of decimal numbers with the powers of 10. Okay, powers of 10 means we are going to see about how to multiply a number with 10 or 100 or 1000. Okay, and then same we are going to see about how to divide a number with 10, with the number 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, so first I'll take an example to show how we multiply a number with a number 10, with the number 10 or 100 or 1000. Okay, so if I take a number 835.201, okay, so if I take this number and if I have to multiply this number by 10, okay, so keep this thing in mind that whenever we multiply a number, a decimal number with 10, its decimal point gets shifted towards the right, okay. So in multiplication, the decimal point shifts towards the right. Okay, so the decimal point is going to shift towards right. Okay, so but how many digits to the right? The number of digits similar or same, equal to the number of zeros in the multiplication. Okay, that means if we are multiplying this number with 10, okay, then how many zeros does this number 10 have? It has only 1 zeros, right? So the decimal point is going to shift one digit towards the right. Okay, so after shifting, the decimal point will go here. Okay, after, in between 2 and 0. So after multiplying this given number by 10, it becomes 8352.01. Okay, by multiplying it by 10, the number becomes 8352.01. Okay, that means the decimal point is getting shifted towards the right on multiplying it by 10. By how many digits? By only one digit. Why? Because there is only 1 0 in 10, right? So now next we see if we multiply the same number by 100. Okay, so here if I am multiplying the same number by 100, okay, so how many zeros does 100 have now? 100 has 2 zeros. Okay, so this decimal point is going to shift towards the right by how many places? 2 places or 2 digits. Okay, so now it is going to shift from here to, this is the first place or the first digit, and then the second. Okay, so the decimal point is going to come here now. Understood? So the number after the decimal point gets shifted towards the right, the number now becomes what? 83520.1. okay. Now similar way, if I multiply it by 1000, okay, by 1000, so how many zeros does 1000 have in it? It has 3 zeros, right? So similarly, the decimal point in the number is going to shift 3 digits to the right. Okay, 3 digits. First it was here, then after shifting 3 digits to the right, it will come here. Okay, so after shifting the decimal point, the number becomes 8352001. Okay, and putting a decimal point here makes no sense. Okay, it means if any number is if the decimal point in any number is at its end, that means there is no need to put the decimal point. Okay, so even if we put, we can write it as 0.00 or something like that. Okay, so if the decimal point is at the end of the number, okay, then there is no need to put the decimal point. We can keep it as it is. We can keep it like this. We can keep the number as it is, or we can put a point and then write 0 after that. Okay, so after multiplying the given number by 1000, the decimal point gets shifted towards the right side by the number of digits equal to the number of zeros. Okay, so here in 1000 there are 3 zeros, so it will get shifted 3 times to the right. Okay, if there are 2 zeros, it will get shifted 2 times to the right, or 2 places. Okay, and if there is only 1 zero, then it will get shifted to 1 place to the right. Okay, so this is how we multiply a decimal number with powers of 0, powers of tens. Powers of tens means the number might be 10 or hundreds or thousands, or it can also be greater than 1000, like 10,000 something. But for now we are going to check only multiplication with 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, so this was about multiplication. When we multiply a number by tens, hundreds and thousand, then the point gets shifted towards the right. Now we are going to see about how division takes place. Okay, division of decimal points takes place. In division, it is little different. In division, the point does not get shifted towards the right. It gets shifted towards the left. Okay, so now we will see how division takes place. Okay. Okay, so now we will see how to divide a decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, so similarly, if I take a number 8351.26. Okay, so if this is my number, now if I have to divide it by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, so first we will check how the decimal point will change its place by dividing the number by 10. Okay, so in division what happens? In multiplication we saw what happens is the decimal point moves towards the right. So in division what happens is the decimal point moves towards the left. Okay, so in division the decimal point shifts towards left. Okay, so in division the decimal point shifts towards the left. Okay, so if I divide this number by 10, okay, if I am dividing it by 10, so how many zeros are there in number 10? There is only 1 zero. Okay, so the decimal point will shift 1 place or 1 digit towards the left. Okay, so it will go from here to here. Okay, so the point after coming here, the number becomes 835.126. Okay, now the point is between 5 and 1. It has shifted 1 place towards the left. Why? Because there was only 1 zero in 10. Okay, now if the number is divided by 100, okay, this given number, if it is divided by 100, so how many zeros are there in 100? There are 2 zeros. Okay, so 2 zeros means the decimal point, the original number which was there, the decimal point in the number will get shifted towards left side by 2 digits. Okay, so this is 1 and this is 2. So the decimal point will come between 3 and 5. So after the shifting of the decimal point means after dividing this number by 100, the new number becomes 83.5126. Okay, so after dividing this given number by 100, we get this number. Okay, now similarly by 1000, if we divide the number by 1000, how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3 zeros are there. Okay, so the decimal point is going to shift how many times to the left? 1, 2 and 3 times. Okay, so it will shift 3 times or 3 places, 3 digits towards the left. Okay, so now the point will come between 8 and 3. So the number becomes 8.355126. Okay, so this is we divide a decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. So by dividing it by 10, the decimal point shifts one place towards the left. By 100, it shifts 2 times, okay, 2 places towards the left. And by 1000, it shifts 3 places or 3 digits towards the left, okay. So this is how we divide a decimal number by 10, hundreds and thousands. It is very simple, only the decimal point changes its place, and in multiplication it goes towards the right, and in division it goes towards the left, okay. So now we will solve the sums of the exercise based on this, okay, multiplication and division of decimal numbers with 10, hundreds and thousands, okay. So now we can see here, these are all multiplication sums, okay, multiplication. So the first 4 is multiplication by 10. When the number is multiplied by 10 or by 100, then the decimal point shifts towards the right side, okay. So here how many zeros are there? In 10 there is only 1 0. So the decimal point will shift 1 digit towards the right, okay. So the decimal point will come from here to here, right? It will come in between 4 and 5. So the number will become what? 74.5. Okay, so after multiplying this given number 7.45, if we multiply it by 10, it becomes 74.5. Okay. Now in the next one, the number is 8.9, which is multiplied by 10. So there is only 1 0. So the decimal point will shift 1 digit towards the right. So here the decimal point is over here, in between 8 and 9. After shifting 1 digit towards the right, it is going to come here. Okay. So the number will become what? 89 point. Okay. So now the decimal point has come at the end of the number, right? It is at the extreme right. So here in this case, we don't have to put the decimal point. Okay. So we can just write it as 89, or we can also write it as 89. If we want to put the decimal point, we can write it as 89.00, because if there is no number after the numbers, okay, but there is, if we want to put the decimal point, but there are no numbers, okay, after 9 there is no number here, so we can put 0 after that, okay. So we can write it as 89, or we can write it as 89.00. It is one and the same, that both the numbers are same, okay. Now the third one, in the third one we can see the number is 0.06 and it is multiplied by 10. 10 means it has only 1 0, so the decimal point is going to shift 1 place towards the right. So from here it is going to come here, in between 0 and 6. So the number will become 0.6, right? After multiplying it by 10, the number will become 0.6. But here, as there is 0, okay, here in the starting of the number it is 0. So there is no need to write it as 0.6. We can write it as 0.6 only, because if number is in the front, or if the starting of a number is with 0, then there is no point to write number of zeros. We can write only 1 0 in place of it, okay. But we have to write 0 here, because here its value is there, okay. It has some value here in this case, because there is a decimal point. If there was no decimal point, then we could have written only 6, okay. But there is a decimal point between 0 and 6, so we have to write it as 0.6, okay. So this is multiplication by 10. And the last one also, multiplication by 10, we write it as the point is in between 1 and 6. In 10 there is only one place, so the decimal point is going to shift in 10 there is only 1 0, so the decimal point is going to shift 1 digit towards the right. So it is going to come in between 6 and 3 now. So this becomes 216.3, okay. So this is the answer of multiplication of 21.63 into 10. So when we do 21.63 into 10, we get 216.3, okay. So these were all the examples when we were multiplying the sums, the numbers by 10. So similarly here, if we are multiplying the numbers with 100, There is no difference. Only we have to, what we have to do is, we have to shift the digit towards the right in so many places which are equal to the number of zeros. Okay, number of zeros in tens, hundreds, thousands, like that. Okay, so in hundreds there are two digits, there are two zeros. In hundred there are two zeros, right? So we have to shift the decimal point two digits towards the right. Okay, so let's see the fifth example. It is 1.006 into 100. So this decimal point here is going to shift two places. So this is 1 and this is 2. Okay, so two places towards the right. So now the decimal point will come in between this 0 and 6. So the number becomes 100.6. Okay, so this is the multiplication of the given number by 100. Okay, so this is like very simple. Only we have to shift the decimal point. Okay, so here also the number is 0.34. Multiplying it by 100, the decimal point will shift how many digits towards the right? 1 and 2. So 2 digits. So this will become 034 point. Okay. Now here also, in this case also, the decimal point has come at the end, right? So there is no need to put a decimal point here. Okay, we can just write it as 034. But 034 also there is no need to put a 0 here. Why? Because 0 at the starting means nothing, right? If there is 0 at the starting of the number, then it has no value, right? So we can just write it as 34. Or we can also write it as what? If we want to put a decimal point, we can write it as 34.00. Okay? So everyone has understood this? Multiplication by multiplication by 100. Now the next seventh example. Here you can see that after the point there is only one digit, right? There is only one digit, which is 2. But in 100 there are two zeros. So how do we take the point two times towards, or two places towards the right? So here what we do, there are two zeros, so we need to move this decimal point two digits towards the right. Okay, so if it is 8.2, if there is no number after 2, that means what? There is what after 2? If there is no number, that means there are number of zeros after 2. Okay, this number of zeros goes on increasing. Okay, so this after 2, if we add number of zeros after the decimal point, okay, after a number which is after the decimal point, it does not change the value of the given number. Okay, if we are adding, if we are putting number of zeros after 2 here in this digit, in this number 8.2, the number remains 8.2. Okay, it does not change the value of the number. Okay, so keep this in mind. If we are adding or putting number of zeros after the decimal point, then the value of the number remains same. Okay, here the number 8.2 will remain 8.2 only. It is not going to change if I am adding or putting zeros after the number 2. Okay, so here now we can see, now this number is the number has 4 digits, right? 4 digits after the decimal point. So you can put only 1 0, or you can put 2 zeros, or any number of zeros you want, how many ever you want. Okay, so here I have taken 3. So now I have to shift the point, the decimal point 2 times. Okay, 1 and 2. So now the decimal point is going to come here. Okay, so this number will become 820.00. Okay, so this is nothing but 820.00 means what? If I erase these two zeros and the decimal point, it becomes what? 820. Okay, so this I can write it, this multiplication I can write it as 820, or I can also write it as 820.00. Okay, everyone has understood this? How we put a point if there is no number after the decimal point? After this 2, we need 2 digits, right? Because there are 2 zeros. So we need to move the point 2 digits towards the right. But there are no 2 numbers here. There is only one number. There is only 1 digit here. So what we do? We add number of zeros in front of the number. But adding the numbers of zeros the value of the number does not change. It remains as it is. So after putting the decimal point, we got 820.00. And if there is 00 after the decimal point, it is okay if we do not put it. Okay, so we can write it as 820 only, or we can write it as 820.00. Okay, whatever you want. Okay. Now the 8th example. 8th example, the number is 6.125 into 100. Similarly, there are two number of zeros, so we have to shift the point 2 times towards the right. Okay, so it will come between 2 and 5. So the number will become 612.5. Okay, so this number 6.125, after multiplying it by 100, I get 612.5. Okay, so these were the sums when we multiplied decimal numbers by 10 and 100. So now we are going to see sums based on multiplication of decimal numbers with 1000. Okay. Now we see multiplication by 1000. Okay. So first one, the number is 0.771 and we have to multiply it by 1000. So in 1000, how many number of zeros are there? There are 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay. So we have to, how many times do we have to shift this decimal point towards the right? How many times? 3 times. Okay, because there are 3 number of zeros. So this decimal point is over here. After shifting it 3 times, it becomes where 1, 2 and 3. So it gets here after 10, after 1. Okay. So the number becomes what now? 0. Sorry, not point here. Point is not here now. 0771 point. Okay. And here there is no number after 1. There is no number after the decimal point. So we put a 0. Okay. So this number is what? 0771.0. Now here the number 0 in front has no value. And the number after the decimal point, the 0 after the decimal point also has no value, right? So we can write this number as, in a simple way, we can write it as 771. Okay, because 0 before has no value and 0 after the decimal point. Okay, here there is a decimal point. 0 after the decimal point has no value. So we can omit this 0, we can cut it, and we can just take 771. So this is the multiplication of this given number into 1000. Okay. Now the next is 18.4 into 1000. So we have to shift this decimal point. How many times towards the right? How many places? 3 places. Why? Because there are 3 number of zeros. But here we can see after the decimal point there is only 1 digit. So we need 2 more digits, right? Because there are 3 places and there is only 1 digit here. So we need 2 more places. So what we do? We add zeros. Yes, and I have already told you that adding number of zeros after the decimal point is okay. It does not change the value of the given number. Okay. So it becomes 18.400. Okay. We can add how many ever numbers we want after the decimal point here. Okay. So we can add as many numbers as we want. We can add 2 or we can add 4 also, or we can add 3. Any number of zeros we can add here. Okay. So now I have to take shift the decimal point. How many digits towards the right? 1, 2 and 3 digits. So the point will come here now. Okay. So this becomes what? After shifting the point, it becomes 1840 point. So the decimal point is here now. So we can write it as like this. If we want to put the decimal point, we can write it like this. Or it is okay if we don't put the decimal point. So it becomes 18400. Because if there is only zeros after the decimal point, then it is okay that we don't write them. So we write the number like this, 18400. Okay. So this is the number after multiplication of 18.4 into 1000. We get 18400. Okay. Now the next, the 11th one, the number is 4 into 1000. Here you can see that there is no decimal point. Okay. So if any number is not having a decimal point, that means where is the decimal point? The point is after the number. Okay. So here if there is no decimal point, the point will be here. Okay, and after that there are all zeros. Okay, so this is 4.00 into 1000. Okay, this is like this. But here you can see that there are 3 digits, 3 zeros after 3 zeros in 1000. So we need 3 digits after the decimal point, right? But here we have taken only 2 zeros. So we can put 1 more zero here. Okay, that means it becomes 3. So we can shift the point 3 times towards the right. Okay, so now this will become what? 4. The decimal point is going to shift 3 digits towards the right. So this is 1, 2 and 3. So it will come here after this 0. Okay, so this will become 4000 point. Okay, and if we want to put the decimal point, we can write it as 0.00, but this makes no sense. It is okay if we don't write it. So this becomes 4000, that is 4000. Okay, that means 4 multiplied by 1000 is how much? 4000. Okay, now the next the number is 1.89 into 1000. So here we can see how many digits are there after the decimal point. There are only 2 digits, but we need 3 digits. Why? Because there are 3 zeros here. So what we do, we put 0 after 89. Okay, we put 1 0. Why? Because we are needing 3 digits. Okay, so now this multiplied by 1000, we get this is equal to, the decimal point is going to get shifted 3 digits towards the right. So this is 1, 2 and 3. So the decimal point will come here now. So this number becomes 1890. Again, if we want to put the decimal point, we can put the decimal point and write 00, or we can write it as 1890. Okay, so multiplying 1.89 into 1000 gives 1809. So I hope everyone has understood this multiplication of decimal numbers by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, even if there are no digits after the decimal point, we can add a number of zeros. Okay, adding number of zeros after the decimal point is okay. Okay, so everyone has understood the multiplication by 10, hundreds and thousands. Now, okay students, that's it for today. We will see the division of decimal numbers by 10, 100 and 1000 in the next part. Okay, so till then, take care. Goodbye.